Hi there, welcome to part 1 of my 10,000 subscribers special. In this video, I'm going to look back over the last 5 years and reminisce over my favourite moments taking photographs of birds. Recently, I do seem to have spent a lot more time photographing birds on the channel. It's something that I really enjoy. And if you're new to the channel, in this video, you'll see some of my favourite moments from the last 5 years. If you're a regular, then you might see some of your favourite moments too. What I've done this morning is I've gone back over the last 5 years worth of videos, and it's really surprised me just how much I've done, and I've picked out some of my favourite moments to share with you in this video. So sit back, get yourself a cup of tea and enjoy watching me enjoying my photography. Now that I've reached 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be offering memberships. It's a way that you can get something back from the channel, and I can also earn a little bit of revenue to help make better videos. So what I'll do is I'll put a link just up here to the video where I explain more about what's available if you become a member. Even though I started the channel in 2019, at that time I was just taking photographs of landscapes, and it wasn't until the beginning of 2020, after a short rest from the channel, that I really started to focus on taking photographs of birds, because I realised that I'd got this hide in the garden and 7 years of experience taking photographs from inside here that I could share with you on YouTube. And then after 5 videos we had our first lockdown in the UK, and that gave me lots of time to really start to experiment, take photographs of birds, do some tutorials and hone my skills, because those first videos were a little bit ropey. The editing wasn't great and the presentation was even worse, but over time I did start to get better. I began taking pictures of garden birds. I began taking photos of garden birds about 7 years ago, so I've had quite a lot. It was during that first lockdown that I came up with the idea of photographing as many birds as I can within 3 days, within a mile of where I live. This has become an annual event and is really quite good fun, but it's becoming quite challenging because every year I've managed to beat my total score. Hi, welcome to my latest video where I've set myself a challenge of taking as many species as possible in just 3 days. I haven't said birds. I haven't said birds. And also during that lockdown, I had one of my first really memorable moments on the channel when one of my neighbours informed me that they had some owl chicks nesting near their house. And so I went down to the property, I built myself a hide, and I got some really lovely photographs and footage of the owlets. It was during that time when I also built the reflection pool. Now over the years I have improved it and I've moved it to a new location, so you can see those videos as well on the channel. Hope you've enjoyed watching this come together. Join me for part 2 where I'm going to take some photos of some birds. But don't forget, go down below. Oh shit, a brick. Can't get this right. Lockdown ended in June 2020 and I celebrated by visiting Burton Mere, which is a local reserve, and there I saw a very young fox cub who must have been born during lockdown because it wasn't scared by humans, and it came and sat on a path very close and allowed me to take its photograph and some video. Now, a really big moment for the channel was when I built my kingfisher hide on a local pond, because I've got some really spectacular spectacular images of the kingfisher from really close quarters, and I've revisited that hide many times and got lots of videos from there.
Right, there's one for the bloopers. I think the wire that I tied it onto gave way. So, plan C.
We're moving now into the winter of 2021, and just after Christmas we had some brilliant snow, and I got out with the camera, and just here I got some photographs of birds while it was still snowing that were really quite lovely. Now also at the beginning of 2021 I did spend some time improving the kingfisher hide, because during the winter the water level does come up, and where it was on the edge of the pond it got flooded, so I lifted it out of the water, but unfortunately very shortly after that there was some kind of spill into the stream that polluted it, and the kingfishers disappeared for quite a long while, and they've never really returned in quite the same volume that they did before. In photography, you do have to be ready for opportune moments when they arise, and one morning my father-in-law informed me that he'd seen an owl swoop down onto a dead bird in this hedge just here, so I grabbed my camera and I found an opportune space just in the gazebo just over there, and I sat and watched it for the best part of an hour, and eventually it turned and looked towards me and I got a nice photograph. I definitely have to say that some of my most memorable moments and photographs were when I went out to reserves and into nature to take some photographs of slightly more unusual birds. Now I did see a tree creeper at my local reserve. This was quite opportune. I was just walking down a path and I saw it flying about. I stopped for a while and it kept revisiting the same tree, and I got a photograph of it with an insect in its mouth. I had a great time at Dunham Massey taking photographs of the deer there. Got very close to one stag right at the end that was really quite amazing. A really standout moment from the last 5 years is when I visited RSPB Leighton Moss to take photographs of the bearded tits. I was only there for about half an hour before the sun started to rise and light the side of the reed beds, and I got some absolutely stunning photographs that I'm really proud of. I managed to find a place called Lathkildale where I've got some great photographs of dippers and also little grebe and grey wagtails, because there's a series of weirs along the river where the birds land and pose really nicely. I've really enjoyed visiting Middleton Lakes a couple of times, because the first time it was really frosty, and I finished that visit by seeing a kestrel in the top of the tree, and on my second visit I didn't realise that there was a heronry there, and I got lots of photographs of herons in flight and in the tops of trees. I travelled a little bit further to a place called Slimbridge, which is part of the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust, and here I spent some time in a hide and was really lucky to get a visit from a water rail that came very close to the hide. No wildlife photographer cannot visit somewhere like Bempton Cliffs, because here there's thousands of breeding birds, gannets, and what everybody goes for, the puffins. In In late 2023, I got contacted by the RSPB to go and film an interview at RSPB Marshside. And so I spent some time there with one of the volunteers who gave me access to lots of areas on the reserve, which was really special, and I found out lots of interesting facts about how the RSPB runs and how they maintain a reserve like RSPB Marshside. It's always great when you see new species that you've never seen before and never photographed, and at Carsington Water this year I saw a sedge warbler for the first time, but I heard it before I saw it, and then I noticed it in the top of a bush and it just sat there singing while I edged closer to it, and I got a really lovely shot of it sat on the top of the bush singing away, and I'm really proud of that one. This year I filmed what I think is possibly one of my favourite videos, because while we were in Whitby I photographed and filmed some turnstones on the beach, walking around in the surf looking for food, and it's just a really magical video seeing these birds just in their natural environment in very close quarters. I also put the Z8 to the test at Martin Mere, and I was taking photographs of lapwing in flight, but because it was a really bright day I managed to get the shutter speed really high, and I've got some great photographs of the lapwings in flight. I've really enjoyed spending time looking back over the last 5 years and reminding myself on everything that I've done here on the channel, and I hope you've enjoyed looking back too. Now I do want to really thank everybody that has got me to my 10,000 subscriber milestone for clicking that subscribe button. It really does mean an awful lot to me. Now look out for lots of exciting things that are coming in the future on the channel, because I've got lots planned. I do hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have, let me know down below in the comments, and nip over to my Instagram or Vero account, that's at Darrell Oakden Photography. Leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my photographs. Now if you like what I do on the channel and you want to help support me to make future content like this, then you can leave via the gift shop. That's at Teespring. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so head off over there, because a purchase really does help me out and it's very much appreciated. Now also don't forget about my new membership offers that I have, so see the link down below to find out more about those. Now you don't have to spend any money at all though to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it really helps me out and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. Watch out for next week's video, that goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, go and check out this video just up here. But all that's left now is to say stay safe, and I'll see you soon.